Thanks, Peef. Like, I've got to say, this is a lot faster than flying. Right, I don't know, man. Like, it's. I know it's been like 3 or 4 days with you, but like, it's, you know, like I need to go and like change my clothes and stuff. So, thanks, man. Are you gonna be okay getting back? Yeah, okay, sweet. Well, see you in a bit. Thanks. Hello and welcome. I am back. Thanks to the glories of Peef magic. So, basically the trip with Brian and Jessica was a surprise, not gonna lie. We were actually talking just before Christmas. Literally a couple of weeks before Christmas, they'd finally sorted out where they were going, what they were doing, that sort of thing, and they asked me whether or not it was possible to come along. And I, you know, toyed around with the idea for a little bit. I talked to my wife, and it worked out that the most sort of cost-efficient way of doing it was go over on Boxing Day, spend a couple of days in Nottingham with them before they got to London, and then come back. It's taken a few weeks to have everything come together. They had their holiday to finish off and then come back and edit and put everything together and all of that sort of stuff. For my part, I've got a lot of footage, all the behind the scenes footage, and I have to put all of that together in a way. I've already gotten started. Part 1 of the trip is already up. That is the 26th and the 27th from my point of view. It's literally just me on my own up until just after they arrive at the train station. So, you know, it's more of like what I did while I was there. From the moment they arrive, that's when I sort of come in as their, I don't know, archiver, I guess. So part 2 is coming up really, really soon. That's going to be basically just me and Jessica hanging around after Brian kicked us out of the house so that he could get on with the cooking challenge that we set him. It was a lot of fun just hanging out with both of them separately, together. They're really, really wonderful people. Like, what you see in their videos it's literally just them. There's no alterations or anything. There's a mild amount of censorship, about as much censorship as I put in. You know, I do swear on occasion, and, you know, every now and again one of them does, but I'm not saying who. But, you know, it's part of life. We absolutely got on like a house on fire. It was wonderful. I honestly cannot wait to see them again in whatever capacity that comes as. Whether they come to Berlin, if I go to America at some point, because I've kind of wanted to at some point, but never really got round to it. I don't know, who knows? Maybe this year, next year is the year of travel. I go over there, they come over here. However it works out, I'll be happy to see them. I know they're doing a YouTube live hangout, or planning to do a YouTube live hangout anyway, on Wednesday. So within the next couple of days. What's today? Today Monday? Today is Monday. Yeah, today's Monday. So 2 days from now, they'll be looking at doing a YouTube live hangout. Unfortunately, that's going to be a little bit late for me because I'm like 7 hours ahead of St. Louis time. So I'm probably not going to be there unless they keep it going really, really late on into the night. But yeah, you know, like I'm sure it'll go absolutely wonderfully. I'm sure, you know, everyone will have a whale of a time. I'm hoping to have part 2 up before that, so that people can sort of go from there and watch it afterwards, or even watch it beforehand, depending on the time that I get it done and when they go live. So there you go. Actually, I suppose if you're here for the first time ever and you've not really had a look through the backlog of videos, my name's Martin. I am the Great Potato Mage. I'm from the northeast of England originally. I'm from a little town near Newcastle upon Tyne. Lived in various parts of the UK for a while, and a couple of years ago I just emigrated and came to Berlin in Germany with my wife and my son. We ended up, after being here for a little while, we got a cat, Dexter, who is absolutely adorable, and you'll probably see at various different points in all the different videos, because he's a little terror, but he's adorable at the same time. So there you go. And whole foods plant-based wise, I don't know, about a year ago now, just getting on under a year, I sort of had the realization that I was really fat. You can see it in the video with Brian and Jessica. I actually weigh less than Brian does. I weigh less than Brian, but because I'm so much shorter, that, you know, the ratio of height to weight is completely off. I mean, Brian looks great in the videos, but when I'm sitting on the sofa next to him, I look like a marshmallow or some sort of potato, I guess you could say. So, you know, I've still got plenty to go. let's not make any mistakes. But yeah, so about a year ago, I realized, you know, I'm really heavy. I should do something about this. I read Presto by Penn Jillette. Then watched a whole bunch of interviews with Kevin Smith, the director. Ended up sort of falling into the McDougall style of things, so following Dr. John McDougall's maximum weight loss guide and starch solution and all of that sort of thing. And here we find ourselves. I lost quite a lot of weight. I lost about 50 pounds in 7 months. Unfortunately, a little while ago, I had a bit of a health issue. I had to have my gallbladder out because I was having horrific gallstones. That just kind of threw me off of everything. Then I hit like a weird mental health problem at the same time and just didn't feel like I was worth it, even though I know that I am, and the entire idea of doing this is self-improvement and finally giving myself a thing that I've wanted for a while. And I don't know, I struggle with it, but now I'm back on track, pretty much, as you will see. The point of doing the daily vlogs is basically just to keep myself accountable to the best people for the job, which is people who aren't going to give me any quarter, and that is all of you. All of you. Like, not just you, but anyone behind you, that sort of thing. Yeah, the way that I figured it was, if I throw myself out there, if I don't sugarcoat it, maybe if someone else is having some struggles, or I don't know, like you're following along with the crocs, you're doing absolutely everything that you possibly can, but a couple of nights a week, you just have to have a square of chocolate. Like, that's not a failure. It's not a setback or anything like that. I just wanted to show people that everyone struggles. Even, you know, even showing, you know, like it's so easy to find people who are supposedly perfect on the internet, but everyone struggles. Everyone has difficulties. If someone like me could do it with my weird flighty flit from thing to thing to thing to thing that I do, you know, I paint, I learn piano, I'm learning German, I move to a different country on a whim, all of these different things. If I can buckle down and do it, anyone can. That was the idea. And it kind of worked out until I let myself slip, and then all of a sudden, right back into old habits. So we've turned over a new leaf. I'm back on it. If I do skip a day or two, just a day or two is fine. A week is bad. All of that out of the way with, let's talk about the usual structure of things, which is, how's my day gone? How have I felt? Today's gone great. In multiple different ways, it really has. I mean, the very fact that we finally got these videos out and we're starting to do this little like cross-channel collaboration thing is amazing. It's so good to just have that come out and see people engaging with, not only with Brian and Jessica, but then like coming over and watching my stuff as well. You know, like asking questions about both channels, about all three of us, what we did, people speculating about like what we could possibly do, what they're gonna see, all that sort of stuff. It's been awesome. It's really exciting, and I'm just hoping that all of that comes out. in the videos and that sort of thing that we've done. So that standpoint, feel great. I have got, you know, a couple of things going on in life, like my son is currently, you know, sort of laid in bed with a cold. He's snoring really badly because he's getting blocked up and stuff, and that's not great. Saguta and I, my wife, we're talking about possibly getting another cat that's the same breed as Dexter but a different color. The one we've got in mind is another Cornish Rex, about the same sort of age, around about 1.5 years old, whose name is Batman. So, you know, we're gonna have Dexter and Batman, and I'm not changing that name. Like, no, I'm not doing it, because it sounds perfect. It sounds like a perfect name for a little black cat. So, yeah. Food wise, on the other hand, today has absolutely been brilliant. I've actually held myself a lot more accountable for things than I have done in the past couple of days, because it's Monday. I should be as good as I can be all the time. I know you can see, like, the snack cupboard, there's a bunch of stuff. There's probably some non-compliant stuff here. Packs of crackers and that sort of thing. But out of my entire household, I'm the only one that went whole food plant-based. And I actually don't struggle with stopping myself from eating things, which I really didn't think would be the case at the very beginning. I thought I was going to have to, like, you know, try it for a week if I was cheating, then have to get everything out and all that sort of stuff. But it just doesn't tempt me. I was a proper serial meat eater. I went in, if a meal didn't have meat, I worried about, you know, getting protein and all of that sort of stuff. I was fully on the bandwagon of, oh no, what am I gonna do? And switching to whole food plant-based after seeing all the research and reading all the research and doing my own research into it, yeah, like I'm feeling great whenever I stick by it for a long concerted period of time. I just have to not allow myself to fall off the wagon again. Just in case it comes up, because I know people ask, the only supplement that I take is a B12 oral spray. I don't like taking pills, so having a little oral spray that it's basically just like a little mouthwash sort of thing. It's peach flavored, it's lovely. That sorts me out for the day. When I remember to take it on a morning anyway, like I'm not great about routine, but I try. So, well, as you'll see, because, you know, I'm recording daily vlogs supposedly, and if I miss some, then I feel awful about it. But yeah, right. So let's get into what I ate today. I did, as I say, I ate absolutely wonderfully. I stuck by everything that I'm supposed to, all my guidelines, for the most part. I did have some bread, and I did have pasta, but what I found is eating bread and pasta doesn't actually stop or slow my weight loss. Well, I suppose it probably slows it more than anything else, but it doesn't stop it. I still lose weight, and that blows my mind, because I was always told you cannot lose weight eating pasta and bread and things. And I'm like, but bread is like the most basic thing that you can possibly make. Like, pasta is like 2 ingredients. It's water and flour if you use wholemeal, and, you know, not use the egg one. But yeah, right. So what I ate today is playing up in the corner here, as well as, I think, possibly 1 or 2 meals from yesterday. I believe I got up to lunchtime yesterday and then got magically disappeared by Peef and then brought back today. So Peef not only is magic and has teleportation powers, he also is able to control the flow of time. Supposedly. Me and Jessica have spent far too much time together now. Like, she's brought me in on her weird Peef cult. Oh well, never mind. It's something fun. It's kind of cool. Meh. Right. Goals, I suppose. Get everything done get part 2 uploaded and out for all of you lovely people to see and watch and enjoy. Not be tempted while I'm on my own tomorrow by the bottle of Diet Pepsi that my wife has got. Probably pet Dexter quite a lot more because he's at the door meowing now. And yeah, just carry on with all of my nerdy sort of stuff that I've got going on. I need to record a video about board games, just explaining like why people should care about them and why I find them amazing, which I know some people, they hear board games and go, oh, Monopoly? What? Clue? Oh, no, it's way more than that, believe me. I have a video on Dexter, a little Dexter retrospective that's just taking a bunch of funny footage and adorable pictures and all that sort of stuff, mashing that all together for you as well. That should come out within the next couple of days. This Sunday is it Sunday? Yes, it's Sunday. So this Sunday, there's a video coming out on my channel, which is quite literally, someone asked about a miniature that I painted, because I paint little toy soldiers on occasion, and someone asked about one, so I recorded a painting tutorial and just explained a bunch of stuff about like why I do things in a certain way, certain techniques, like things that you can do to make your stuff look good. I'm under no delusions. There are people that are way better at it than me, but I don't know, it kind of felt really good just to get something done and put it out there. And, you know, I know that a couple of my friends struggle with some of the techniques that I use that I can nail, but they can't, and, you know, vice versa. There's some things that they can do that I'm useless at. So hopefully this sort of thing just gives them a little window into it, and gives you all a window into it as well, and just lets me sort of show off my talent that I've cultivated over many years. So, yeah, there you go. Right. I think that's it. I think that's everything that I wanted to say. Yeah, I think it is. Right, I'm going to go then. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you stick around. I hope that you enjoy watching the videos. Please, by all means, go back all the way through to day 0, day 1. There's a fantastic video that I'll probably put in the final link on the end title screen here, which is after 6 months I checked in, and what I've been doing was taking a photograph every single morning from the front and the side and of my face and that sort of thing, and I put them all together in a big time lapse so that you can see exactly how much my body changed from day 1 all the way through to 6 months in. And believe me when I tell you, like, I was shocked by it. Like, I started collating it maybe about a month before it actually like went in, because it can take a bit of time to get everything sorted. And I was absolutely beside myself. It was awesome to see. But yeah, like, hopefully you find it just as good. So, all that out of the way, thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you stick around to watch a few more videos, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.